Coach, obviously it was an exciting game last weekend. That didn't end up the way you guys wanted it to. How do you guys get back on track with this first of two meetings against a really good Wayne State team that has kind of had a slow start of the season this year?
Yeah, obviously we didn't get the result we wanted last week, but there's a lot of things that we can take away from that game moving forward here. And our focus is completely on Wayne State, and they're a good football team. They're always one of the best teams in the GLIAC, and so we're back on the road again here for the third week in a row. Heading to Detroit to go play against a very competitive Wayne State team, and they're very much like us. They very well could be 3-0. So they've played some really good teams, and have taken top ranked teams nationally down to the wire. And so I'm expecting this to be another 4-quarter battle.
What did you see last week from the offense that's maybe is a little bit encouraging going into this week? Started to open things up a little bit, putting some points on the board on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it was encouraging there in the fourth quarter and really late in the third quarter to see us start running the football. And so we had some success running the football. It was the first 100-yard rusher Saginaw Valley has had against Ferris State since 2009. So that was good to see. And so Tommy's had 200-yard rushing games now. And so when we get the run game open, that just takes the pressure off Matt and our passing game. Really makes us two-dimensional, and so that's critically important. We need to run the football. We need to establish the run and control line of scrimmage. And so if we can get that going again, then I feel really good about Matt settling in and being very efficient, because you could tell once you watched him settle in the fourth quarter, he can throw the ball. He can make plays. He can make throws. And so but he needs us to be able to control line of scrimmage, and so that will be our number one priority here on Saturday.
Talk about his weapons on the outside. I know Isaiah Johnson-Mack had a pretty good game against Ferris State, started to show some of that promise that you thought you were going to have out of him coming into this year. Obviously, Casey Williams had a great start to the season, and then Chad Galliard is getting out there and getting going as well. How are those weapons starting to develop as we get into the fourth week of the year?
Yeah, we're starting to develop that continuity, and we're starting to get into, I thought, at the end of the Ferris State game, we started getting into a rhythm. And so that's critically important. It's all about rhythm and timing and execution. And so, we started executing there late in the fourth, and you can see what we're capable of doing. But, we have a lot of playmakers. Chad had a few big plays in the Ferris game, and obviously Johnson-Mack's starting to come to life here in a big way. And Casey Williams has been very consistent and explosive, and I'm expecting Derek Hinton to get going here soon, and Bailey Edwards and Marcus Edmondson. So I feel good about, the weapons that we have, but really just running the football really is going to allow us to be able to, spread everybody out a little bit more, all right, and be able to move the ball, not just horizontally, but vertically down the field.
I know Ferris State put up 47 points last week, but did you see anything on your defense that was encouraging going into this week? Anybody that stands out for you on film?
Yeah, I love the way that our defense played. I thought they played really well. I thought they played hard. Our physicality on defense is what you want. As a head coach, I'm proud of the way that we're playing defensively. And so, we held Ferris State to 191 yards rushing. That's solid against them. They average over 300 yards on the ground. Typically, they average around 600 yards of offense per game. We kept them, I think, somewhere around 420 yards or something. So, I liked the way we played. We missed a few tackles that turned into easy touchdowns. And then, we forced some turnovers, which was good. I know they had 7 turnovers, but 3 of them were on special teams. And I thought we did a great job and outplayed them on special teams. And so really people want to talk about the turnovers in that game. It was really a wash. We turned it over 3 times offensively. They turned it over 4 times offensively. So, for us, we got to take care of the football. We had the ball in field goal range and we threw 2 interceptions. Connor's a great kicker, and so he's a weapon for us. And so, we took points off the board when we turned the ball over against Ferris State. And so that's been our emphasis all week is protect the football. Protect the football. Let's be efficient. All right, let's focus on execution. All right, and then defensively, it's we just need to keep playing the way we're playing. We're playing hard, we're playing fast, and we're playing physical. And so that's really where we're at heading into Saturday.
You talked a little bit about special teams, but how important has that grouping been for you this year? Not only with Connor, two-time GLIAC Special Teams Player of the Week, but also the turnovers that you're creating, all the weapon that Connor's also been in the punting game as well.
Yeah, no, he does a great job. And I told him, I said, you'd have been National Player of the Week if you'd have banged that, 47-yard field goal, and we would have taken the lead at that point, and into the fourth quarter, and that would have been huge momentum, and it would have been interesting to see how Ferris State would have responded in that situation. But he just pulled it, but he's did a great job, and he's got a very talented young man. He's got a big leg. He's got a lot of confidence, but he's a great punter as well. And so he's not just a one-trick pony. He can really serve our team in multiple ways. And so we'll look for Connor on Saturday to have another big game, and when he gets the opportunity to punt and we can pin him down inside the 10, Connor's really good at that. And so that's a big part of how we operate and how we want to play on special teams.